All right, we are going to start with number 7. And so it says we have a parallelogram. And so remember, in a parallelogram, we know that opposite angles are congruent, and we also know that opposite sides are congruent. So what I'm going to do, because I know this is a parallelogram, I'm going to set this side equal to this side. And I'm going to do the math up here. See, 4x plus 2 equals 8x minus 5. There's a few ways to solve this. I would probably minus 4x from both sides. Well, most people like the x on the left, so I'll do minus 2. Minus 2. And then I get 4x equals 8x minus 7. Subtract 8x from both sides. Those go away. So those go away. Those go away. And we got 4 minus 8, which is negative 4. So I get negative 4x equals negative 7. Now, when I divide by negative 7, I'm going to get a fraction. So let me just double check my work. 4x plus 2 equals 8x minus 5. That would be correct. Subtract 2. Subtract 2. That would be negative 7. That would be negative 4. All right, well, we got a fraction. X is 7/4, and I would just leave it as 7/4. Now remember, the negatives canceled. So x is 7/4. Okay, so now I have x. Now, let's see what they asked down here. What is the length of JM? So what is the length of JM? That would be from here to here. We have an expression for that. So I would take 8 times 7/4 minus 5. If I take 8 times, now I'm plugging 7/4 right there, minus 5, I get this is 9. So that's 9 long. JM is 9. Now what is the measure of angle L? Well, I don't know any angles, but I do have an expression here. And the expression says that 3y plus 20, we know that these two, because it's a parallelogram, that those two are congruent. So I set those equal. 3y plus 20 equals 6y minus 25. Oh, let's see. Take away 6y from both sides. That's not a y. Those cancel. 3 minus 6 is negative 3y plus 20 equals negative 25. Subtract 20 from both sides. That'd be negative 3y equals negative 45. Divide negative 45 divided by negative 3, and I get 15. So the question is, what is measure of angle L? They want me to find this. This is L right here. But I know y is 15. So let me plug this in and see what is 3 times 15 plus 20. That'd be 65. So this is 65 degrees. And then just to make sure, I should also get 65 here. So what is 6 times 15 minus 25? That's 65. So how do you solve this? Well, we know that L and J are congruent. So what we're going to do, and we also know that 4 angles add up to 360. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the fact that that's 360, and we're going to take away 65 for those 2 angles. See what we get. 360 minus 65 minus 65, that's 230. So what that means is these two angles have to add up to 230, but they're also the same. So let's divide them by 2. That'd be 115. So we know this is 115, and we know that this is 115. So I could come down here and say, what's the measure of angle L? 115. All right, more examples. I think based off what we've done so far, I'm going to let you do 8 yourself and 9 yourself. There's really nothing tricky there. I think you guys can handle it. I guess it is a little bit different. So I'll probably go through these a little bit faster. So what is the length of KL? So they're asking about KL. That's from here to here. I have an expression. I set those equal to each other. You can use this to check your work. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what I did. Because the blue here is equal to this. I looked at the wrong expression. So that'd be 72 plus x. Okay, just for sake of time, I am going to go ahead and just solve that. And you can check your work. Let's see, I subtract 72 divided by 2. You should get x is 60 when you solve this. Okay, so x is 60. So what is the length of KL? I would do 192 minus 60, and I get 132. What is the measure of angle N? Well, right here. Well, again, just like the other problem, I know that this and this are equal. So I set those equal to each other. And again, I would solve that, which I'm pretty good about solving in my head. If you do the algebra, that'd be y is 68. So when I plug back in here, that would be 68 minus 16. That'd be 52 degrees. That'd be 120 minus 68. That'd be 52 degrees. And I forgot what they asked for. They asked for the measure of angle N. So I would take 360 minus the 52 minus the 52. See what I get. That's 256. So that means both of these angles add up to 256, but they're the same, so I can divide by 2. I get 128. So this is 128. And this is 128. And I believe that's what they asked for. Yes, 128 degrees. All right, next one. What is the length in inches? So I really should go back and put feet on that one. What is the length in inches of WV? Well, it's a parallelogram. They say it right here. So I know that this equals this. I set up the equation. Y plus 9 equals 5 minus y. I solve for y. That'd be 2y. That'd be a 4. That'd be negative 2. So if I solve that, I get y equals negative 2. Okay. And so what is the length of WV? That'd be 5 minus negative 2. That'd be 7. And remember, that's inches. That's 7 inches. What is the measure of angle T? So just so I don't forget, they want me to find this, which is equal to this. But all they give me are these two. So now I need to find some sort of an expression between these two. So this angle and this angle. Now these angles are what we call consecutive in a parallelogram. So in a parallelogram, consecutive angles are supplementary. So I could say that if you take those two angles, add them together, you get 180. Okay, do the math, that'd be 2x plus 158 plus 74. That's 232. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and solve that. So 180 minus 232 divided by 2, and you get x is negative 26. All right, so I would do negative 26 plus 74 for this angle. That's 48. And then I'm just going to check my work. Negative 26 plus 158 would go here, 132. And notice those two add up to 180. That's good news. And so we also know that opposite angles are congruent in a parallelogram, so this would be 48. They asked for angle T, so that's 48 degrees. I hope that helps.